Will, back to Premiership action this weekend. Familiar stomping ground for you. Former friends, or they probably are still friends, but Falcons, tough ask.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm obviously really excited to be involved this week. It'll be funny going back to my old place where I played, and it'll be great to see a few familiar faces.
In a lot of ways, I look at the Falcons in a similar DNA as the Chiefs. You know, Rob and Dean are very much of the same sort of stock. They play a similar kind of brand of rugby. Has that helped you when you moved from the Falcons down to here?
Yeah, like you said, it is. We do have a similar sort of attack in the way we play, which probably did help, to be honest. There's still a lot to learn in terms of our calls and calling structure and things, which is slightly different. But yeah, I guess in a way it has made it fairly simple just to fit into the shape we play with and how we play.
We've touched on it in the past. The injuries of last year kind of disrupted you a little bit, but now you're very much part and parcel of this first team mix. Are you enjoying it? Are you finding your feet now, do you feel, here at the Chiefs?
Yeah, definitely. Last season was a bit of a funny year, really. Obviously, I had the injury. COVID. And then COVID came along and put a stop to everything. So I never really got a chance to get going, I felt. Whereas this season, being lucky enough to get a few games this season and look, there's a lot of depth in this squad. I need to make sure I keep performing each week if I'm going to get that chance to play. And if I want to keep the shirt, I need to keep stepping up to the plate and delivering. So, it's not easy, but we'll keep trying to improve each week and keep giving it our all.
You knew you were joining an ambitious squad, that wants to challenge for the very top. Having been here now for well over a year, do you feel that you've added things to your own game? There's new parts of the whole dynamics that you've found in your game that have gone to a new level?
Yeah, I think the things which I've probably learnt and improved on are just doing the basics and the simple things well.
It's a key Chiefs trait, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, you don't need to do anything too fancy or too out of the blue. Look, I'm picked for my set piece and to be a physical player, and there's not much to that really, other than going flat out and doing the basics really well, and that's what I'll keep focusing on doing.
Rob talked about it after the game last week of almost the boys are looking for perfection, but you just need to be good, as you just said there, isn't it? Is that the message that's been hammered home again this week? Because he said this morning, looking at the stats, that you hit phenomenal levels in terms of a squad last week.
Yeah, I think boys have been looking to get too much of a perfect picture. I think boys are maybe putting a bit of pressure on themselves at times, and like you said, trying to create that perfect image. Look, we just went back to basics and said, do what Chiefs have always been known for doing, and that's been fast and physical and doing the basics well and doing them flat out, and that's what's effective for us. So yeah, look, that's what we'll try and do.
In a weird way, that 2-week break came at a great time. It allowed the boys to get fit again. It allowed you all to have a little breather and perhaps reset the buttons a bit. It had been tough. You hadn't really had time to celebrate last year. You hadn't had time to just relax, as it were.
Yeah, no, it's been fairly flat out all year, really. Like you said, we had the European final, then the Prem final, and then we had a small sort of 2-week break and then went straight back into it. We started again, and it has been flat out. I think boys were actually probably disappointed that we couldn't play those European games, because they're the big games which you look forward to. But yeah, we used it as a positive to sort of reset and work on a few things which we felt we needed back in our game again. And I think we used it quite wisely, really, and the boys are certainly ready to fly into this weekend and really excited for it.
Falcons, you know better than anyone what force they'll be at home. What are we expecting?
Yeah, look, they'll work extremely hard. They'll scrap for absolutely everything, and if Falcons have showed in their previous games, like if you don't turn up or if you underestimate them, they'll punish you. We know that, and we're prepared for it, and yeah, we're excited to get out there this weekend and get a result.
A bit like ourselves a few weeks ago, they're coming off a loss. They'll be hungry. That'll make them even tougher, won't it? Yeah,
definitely, and they relish being at home as well. It'll be a tough game for sure, but like I said, we've prepared for them, and we know what's coming. So yeah, we're excited for it.
Has the banter been flying yet this week?
Not just yet. I don't know. When the team comes out, maybe might receive a little bit, but yeah, we'll see.